study. Let's take a look on the requirement first. Okay, so first one, A, explain briefly the importance of innovation to drive DBSB success. So innovation is coming from chapter 12. Okay. Then B, determine 3 characteristics of entrepreneurial leadership. So when we are talking about entrepreneurial leadership, so this one is actually coming from chapter 8. Okay. Then C, suggest 3 reasons, okay, that may have caused DBSB, or we can say that the company to be prone to inertia and is slow to learn, adapt and change. So this one is actually coming from chapter 11. Okay, so it is very important. You need to know which chapter is this question coming from, because for me it's very simple, because your final exam is open book test, okay, open book assessment. So you can refer to your textbook, but you need to have your own argument or discussion lah. Okay, now, so first thing first, okay, we need to know in terms of the summary of this case study. Okay, can we have Adani?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Okay, so for paragraph 1, that is about Juliana. They are involved in cosmetic company named DBSB. So she have passion to create effective solution to solve everyday skincare problem. She also did not compromise on the quality of the ingredients and always ensured that no additive and preservative are used in their product. Other than that, DBSB also increased their beauty product innovation and bring the result-oriented product to the world. Start with the introduction of mongogo oil in their product, which is replacing argan oil and coconut oil.
So, and I highlighted all those that very important. No, on the quality of the ingredients. Okay, no additive and preservative. What else? So they replace the introduction of mongogo oil, okay, to replace both the argan and coconut oils. Okay, how about the second paragraph, Adani?
For second paragraph, Juliana proactively identifies opportunities to gain an advantage over her rival through embodying the vision, dedication and drive, and commitment to excellence. Other than that, Juliana's ability to develop distinct ideas and values and create an elegant and effective outcome are key to DBSB success. She is now facing competitive action from the imitative new entrants as potential competitors discover her success, and the DBSB now was threatened by a new product named Princess, but Juliana sees this as motivation for her to strategize and create new ideas to remain competitive.
So one more. So you have missed one more here. Her strong principles and perseverance. So that one is also on the characteristics as well. Okay. Then the third para, Adani, last one.
For that paragraph, DBSB need to embrace change through innovative technology to provide high value added product to its customer. Juliana also cautious of overcoming the barriers that will cause DBSB staff to prone to inertia and slow to learn, adapt and embrace changes. But she feels determined to manage her business in the competitive environment by example herself as role model to her employees.
So, okay, you also missed one point here. Okay, ability to continue to manage change to deliver the best product. Okay, Sana. Okay, so that's all the important points that you can grab from the case study. Okay, that will help you in answering those questions. Okay, so A. about the importance of innovation. Okay, so you need to make sure that you will have 5 points for discussion. Okay, Adani, please call up another name.
Huda.
Okay, Huda.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Soalan E.
Huda. Okay, before you proceed, okay, it's up to you. You want to give your point up to berapa point you nak bagi. So if you think that you are done, you want to pass the baton, then you can call up another name.
Okay.
Okay.
First is innovation is using new knowledge to transform organizational process and creation of a new and commercial valuable product and services. Second, innovation plays an important role in identifying venture opportunities and creating strategic renewal. And the third one is venture opportunities can be created through innovative breakthrough, new product concept involving technology and shifting demands.
Okay,
Kita
Huda.
random tiga.
Okay, Sat. The first one tadi, you are giving the definition of the innovation. Correct, Anna?
Yes.
Okay. Then second, your point is venture opportunities. So, apa dia point? How are you going to explain further on this venture opportunities ni?
Can be created through innovative breakthrough, new product concept and involving technology.
Okay, what's the importance behind it? Because we are talking about the importance when they have these venture opportunities, okay, that can only be done through the innovation. So what is the importance?
Enhance the value of the product.
Can. Okay, so when you enhance the value of the product, then what will happen?
Differentiate product.
Means you actually produce a differentiate product from their competitors. Okay, the third point tadi apa?
Yang innovation plays an important role identifying venture opportunities ke?
This one kan, second point is about the venture opportunities kan. The third point tadi apa?
Shifting demands.
Okay, shifting demands. Okay, so what will happen? How are you going to explain on shifting demand? To understand that when you have the innovation, then you can have the demand from the market. Then what? Then you need to answer the question how and why. How you can shift the demand? Okay, so you produce the product that relevant to customer needs. So you can actually place your product in you can have the market position for your product. Okay, I kena nampak the importance tu when I mark your answer. Okay, yes, I know they can have these venture opportunities, but how? What is the importance behind it? Okay, also when you are talking about the demands, so what is the importance behind it? Okay, are you done, Huda?
Done.
Okay, pass the baton to someone else.
Okay, I'll pass to Nabila.
Okay.
Can help business to stay fresh and to stay fresh.
So bila stay fresh, what will happen to the business?
Can obtain sustainability.
How to obtain the sustainability? Tak complete tau, your sentence tak complete. you have the point there lah. Okay, when they're different, they can obtain sustainability. That how are you going to relate with the innovation that how they can obtain the sustainability to how the business can sustain.
By offering, by consistently offering new products to their customer.
Okay, when they had consistent offering new product, then what will happen? Customer loyalty. So when they have this loyalty, of course they can improve sales. Okay, of course they can improve productivity when you have consistent offering new product. Okay, so of course you can relate to the productivity, increasing in the productivity of DBSB. Okay, okay, next Nabila.
Gives the give new product concepts.
Sorry again.
Give new product concept.
Give new product concept. So what is the importance of having this new product concept? Now you kena jawab soalan tu because the question is about the importance.
As similar to DBSB, they introduce a new oil which is new to the industry.
Okay, so
This give them a competitive advantage against their competitors.
so what will happen? Customer will notice and appreciate the extra value added to the product. Okay, because you're offering something new that you innovate the product. Okay, next B. So B is regarding 3 characteristics of entrepreneurial leadership. Okay, make sure you have 3 points with 3 arguments for each point. Okay, Nabila, are you done?
Yes.
Okay, call out another name, please.
Ain.
Okay, Ain.
Yes, madam. The characteristic is number 1 is vision.
Okay. How are you going to explain?
Vision makes entrepreneur ambition reality that do not exist yet. So for Juliana, vision can be seen when she has the ability to develop distinct ideas and value in her business.
Okay, so what happened when she has all this ability?
She can have more innovative idea that can contribute to the success of the company.
Okay, betul.
She has a strong principle and perseverance as she is motivated for her new strategies and idea when she see the opening of Princess Company.
Okay, she has strong principles and perseverance. So what happened?
So she can focus on her strategy, how to improve how to improve her company without thinking other competitors.
Okay, motivate her to come up with new
Ideas.
strategies and also ideas. Okay, how about the third point?
The slogan better than promise that has been displayed at her store and on packaging show that her product have high quality ingredients that can meet the customer needs.
High quality that the customer. Okay, so of course this shows that she really actually have a target lah. Okay, because we are talking about the vision and mission. something that you want to achieve in the future. Okay? Next. Yes, I'm. Kalau you tak sebut nama orang lain, I assume you want to continue.
Okay. Next person. Azwan.
Okay, husband?
Ni untuk yang C ke B? B
B, we are still on the second point. B, regarding the characteristic, we just finish on the first characteristic. Then we need to go to the second characteristic.
I think the dedication of the entrepreneur leadership.
Inilah dia punya partner. Biasa kan bila kita tulis vision and mission, dedication and drive. Macam something like that lah kan. Takkan you nak cakap pasal mission je. That's why the company, they always have mission and vision. Something like that. Okay? So how are you going to explain, Azwan?
They have a clear decision of the company to get a clear vision to a clear to maximize their long term business.
Dia ada clear apa? Determination lah kan?
Yes.
Clear determination untuk apa?
To
What she
achieve
wants
their
to achieve. Okay, so when she has the clear determination, so what will happen?
they will get more customers and fresh ideas.
When she has a clear determination, of course she will have a clear target lah. What to achieve. Okay, next.
I'll pass to Syamil.
Okay.
Still in dedication and drive.
Dedication and drive, betul Nalhan.
Okay. Drive and dedication involve internal motivation. Juliana has the passion and dedication for creating effective solutions to solve everyday skincare problems. She believes in her decision and able to deliver the best product. Her motivation.
Nasan, apa you punya point tadi? Sorry, she has a passion. Untuk dia apa tadi?
She has passion and dedication for creating effective solution to solve everyday skincare problem.
The skin problem. So in this case, apa kita kata? What has she done? Has been done by her? What has been done?
Yeah.
Apa yang dia dah buat? You relate lah sikit dengan case tadi.
She did not compromise on the quality of the ingredient and ensure that no additives and preservatives are used in her product range.
Did not compromise on the quality. Okay. Okay, how about the third point?
Her motivation does not limited to only by herself, but she also motivated from the competition that the BSB face. Example, Princess.
Not limited to herself, tapi apa tadi?
But she also motivated from the competition that DBSB face. Example is competition from Princess product.
Okay. Example from the Princess product. Okay, good. Okay, next, number 3.
I pass to Azri.
Okay.
Yes, madam. My point is commitment to excellence. Excellence we require entrepreneur to commit to following the customer, providing quality goods and service paying attention to details and continuously and learn. So,
Sorry, Azri, sorry, I cannot get your point. So here, when you talk about the commitment to excellence, so
and
the leaders actually
faithfulness,
should commit to apa tadi? Your first tadi?
to know the customer, and provide the best quality goods and service, and pay attention to the customer requirement,
Okay, why?
so that they can continue can continue to learn more about their customer and their product, so that in the future, they can come up with the relevant product that can attract customer to buy from them.
Okay, to attract customer lah. Okay, it can be new as well as existing customer. Okay, second point.
Second point, madam, can I obtain the halal certificate tu?
Can?
By that halal certification, specific customer will know that the product used by DBSB are safe and not harmful.
Okay. Then third point.
That's it for my point. Can I pass to someone?
Can.
I want to pass to Fikri.
Okay, Fitri.
So the point for commitment and to excellence is beside improving her product, she also wants her company to have an innovation.
Okay, can.
She did not only want to improve the product, but she also want to improve the manufacturing process or process in developing the product.
By right kan? Kalau you letak point innovation, you ambil lah yang apa? Yang your importance of innovation tadi tu. Okay? Kan, you boleh ambil any of the points over here. Okay? That shows that she really committed. So you can talk about the ingredients of Mongogo oil to replace the apa? Argan oil. Okay? So what is the most important part of this innovation? To relate with the commitment. So you want to make sure that the product is always ada from the first paragraph, can the sentence tu. And here, bringing this result-oriented product to the world. Can you see or not? So, guna baliklah those sentence from the case study. Okay? Okay, Anat, clear? Class, are you clear, Anat?
Clear, madam.
Sebab tu bila you baca the case study tu kan, you really need to understand and you really need to highlight those important points. Sebab when you write your answers tu, you can depend on the points from the case study tu untuk play around with the answers. Okay? Sebenarnya paper ni bagi paper ni is sebenarnya lagi senang you nak score because there is no limitation for you untuk tulis. Kalau macam paper lain is macam auditing, you are bind to those stipulated standard and whatsoever yang you tak boleh play around with the answers. But here, yes, you can play around with the answers as long as it makes sense. And then you have your own arguments and judgment. So that's why dalam paper ni you kena banyak tulis. So kalau you tak banyak tulis, you just tulis sikit-sikit, then how come you I want to give you marks. Okay, so bila you tulis, make sure lah apa yang you tulis tu is actually relevant to those question and to those your arguments. Okay, then we go to C. Okay, the reason that caused the company prone to inertia. So they don't want to move. They want to be as it is. Okay, slow to learn, adapt, and also change. So what is the reason? Here also for me kan, if you don't read straight from your textbook also, you should be managed to write your own answers. Okay? Okay, now apa tadi Fikri kan? Okay, so you want to continue or you want to pass?
I want to pass.
Okay?
I want to pass to Awatif.
Okay, Awatif?
Systemic barrier may occur.
Okay, so the first reason because of systemic barrier. Okay, how are you going to explain?
Systemic barrier may occur. This is due to the organizational structure of DBSP. The organizational structure which may disrupt the proper flow and evaluation of information.
Okay.
While also making DBSP reluctant to change.
Okay. So second point.
Can pass, madam?
Okay.
I pass to Aisha.
Okay, Aisha.
The organizational structure of DBSB may disrupt the flow of information and simultaneously make DBSB reluctant to adapt.
Done. The same point has been mentioned by Awatif just now. Aisha, can you give other points?
So system.
Satu je nak cakap dengan you all kan. Kalau you rasa point ni is very difficult untuk you explain, don't choose the points because you have other barriers that it may be easier for you to explain. Kalau dalam exam kan Awatif, if you try to write your answer but you just manage only to give 1 point. So you tahu you kena ada lagi 2 points untuk you get the full marks for this question. So you shouldn't proceed. There are so many easier points that you should choose. You have a behavioral barriers. You have in terms of the personal time constraints. You have in terms of the political barriers. Yang you boleh fikir logik bila you nak tulis. Understand or not what I mean? Kalau you tahu macam ni kan, macam seolah-olah orang cakap, you dah tahu you akan masuk mulut buaya, you still lagi terjun dalam sungai. Something like that. You dah tahu you tak boleh nak tulis point tu, but you still choose to write. You get what I mean or not, Awatif?
Yes, madam.
Or you have other points?
I have other points.
Then kenapa you nak pass tadi? Bagi je lah points you.
No. Other than systemic barrier.
Okay, so maknanya maksud I, kan last week kan we already discussed how you are going to write your answers kan. So since you know that for systematic barriers you need to come up with 3 points. So you have all the 3 points or not Awatif with you to explain solely on systematic barriers. Do you have it or not?
No.
No, right? You dah tahu memang you tak ada point tu. So you want to skip ke? Nak tukar points ke apa? Aisyah. You tolong bagi points yang you are able to have these 3 arguments.
For behavioral barriers.
Okay, can?
So
we change this one So I put it in a red box. Okay? Boleh you nak explain this point. So make sure you have all the 3 arguments. Okay, now I shall start again with behavioral.
Okay. behavior barrier cause the organization to study the issues from a biased perspective due to their different background, such as uh, education or working experience.
Okay.
So, so
Now we are talking about the different backgrounds. So the other things that would make also contribute to behavioral, apa dia?
the training,
Apa dia?
training,
Betul lah, different background tu kan in terms of education, training, work experiences. Itu one point. So, second point apa?
this may this may be vastly reluctant to hinder change.
Yes, betul lah. Ni lah dia punya sebab dia. Kenapa dia hinder change, dia inertia to change, slow to change.
Because they
Sekarang kita tengah cari sebab dia, Aisyah. Kenapa?
because they feel they feel comfortable with the situation that they were in.
Okay.
And then
Comfortable with current condition.
current condition.
So, kenapa dia comfortable ni? What makes them, macam nak cakap, tak cukup tau. This one, when you mention when they are actually comfortable with the current condition. So, kenapa dia orang tak nak sebenarnya?
Because
to do the change. Because dia
the current condition is already successful to sustain their business.
Okay, current condition could be successful, already successful. Okay, banyak point you can have here. Already successful, they're reluctant to learn new things. Apa lagi?
If they adapt to new changes, it could be costly.
It could be costly. Okay, lagi? The third point cukup lah yang tu. Trust me lah kan, class. If you manage to write the answers macam yang I train you or cara you all jawab in class ni kan, I think memang you all boleh pass pun this paper. Yang buat you all fail kan, student fail this paper because you tak boleh nak explain further on your points. Contoh bila you bagi comfortable with the current the employees are comfortable with their current condition, current situation. Stop. That makes them reluctant to change. Habis dekat situ. Tak cukup tau. It's not enough. Because you are at the degree level. Kalau yang tu diploma student bagi, yes. Okay, enough already that one. But of course degree level, you have to give more. Understand or not? Kan banyak points tu. Kenapa dia are very comfortable? Okay? Because you don't want, for example lah, for this time, you're reluctant to learn new things. You kena fikir out of box sikit. Tak boleh nak follow je the answer scheme that you have. I know that you have the answer scheme, but do not blindly follow. That one is only for the answer is prepared mainly for the lecturer to mark your script. But of course, it's not enough. Okay, that's not enough. The answer provided not enough for 10 marks question. Okay, next, Aisyah.
The current strategy that they have implement is already give them advantages.
Macam you still lagi on this point. You tak keluar lagi from this point. Okay. So here you are talking about the different background. So now the third one you can actually the barriers that actually coming from the individual themselves. Okay. Why? They themselves who feel very difficult. Why difficult? Because they have the emotional, disruption. Societal. Why? The support from the society. If they want to make changes, is there any support or not? Okay. The structural. Okay, in terms of the management itself, if they want to implement change, is the organizational design, it could help in terms of the change or not. Okay, in terms of educational, do they have enough knowledge or not? Okay, in terms of familiar, okay, either they are familiar or not with that. Okay, now we move to the second one. Okay, Aisha.
Okay. Political barriers.
Okay.
Barriers arises from the conflict of power,
Okay.
political, such as political elites.
Mm-hmm.
This is possible because due to numerous numerous reasons, such as interests, different interests, reluctant to share information, and societal concerns. And then
Okay, the second point.
for second point, for political barriers can be too powerful for a business to obey, or for reluctant to obey to the political barriers.
Apa maksud dia tu? To obey tu?
Not to obey, to reluctant to obey to the political power.
Siapa yang apa? In terms of siapa yang nak obey the political power tu?
The company.
Confusing. Now sekarang politik, you can just imagine the politic inside the organization. Now you may think of organization, they want to make changes. So how about the politic? Politic is about the relationship inside. So one is relationship in terms of the power. So of course when they have a lot of a few of managers, okay, so of all of them could have their own power. So this power will bring to the issues of interest, of sharing of information. Then you may also explain in terms of their cooperation. Is it easy or not to have the cooperation from all of the departments in order to come to a one change?
Oh no, because they have different ideology.
Ideology, agenda, benefit, advantages. Okay.
So to the point, this could lead to conflicts and misunderstanding or miscommunication.
Okay, you can relate to misunderstanding or miscommunication. Okay, because they have the power to influence. Okay. Third one.
I want to pass the point to Nurul Shazwani.
Okay. Yes, Nurul Shazwani, are you there? Dia ke tak orangnya hari ni? Do we have Nurul Shazwani inside this unit or not? Nurul, is it? I think we don't have Nurul Shazwani, Aisha. Can you choose another person? Yes, Aisha?
I think Shahira.
Okay, Shahira.
Right.
Kalau many people have vested interest in status quo medium,
Can.
because people tend to be risk averse and resistant to change. So because they are comfortable with the current situation that has been set by the organization,
Okay.
so that they
they insist they insist to change and just continue with the plan that have been organized by the organization, so that in the future they won't have any improvement in terms in any improvement in their business structure.
Okay. Second point.
Um, kalau nak pass boleh ke madam?
It's up to you. Tapi janganlah you pilih yang points yang is very difficult then you want to pass to everybody. It's up to you. You pilih kawan you. Kita tengok kawan you boleh tak.
Lepas tu Diana.
Okay, Diana.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Boleh tak Diana?
It is resist the changes because the changes made by the organization might give disadvantages.
Okay, so what kind of resistance? So usually resistance in terms of administrative and also the technological changes. Why? Because these administrative and technological changes can actually eliminate or reduce their role. So of course it will give disadvantages to them. So here kan you may relate to the case of the banking institution in Malaysia. So what happened to the banking institution in Malaysia when they first introduced the online banking system? So you jangan fikir in terms of customers, but you fikir in terms of the organization and the people inside. Bila I tanya the other classes, they tend to give the opinion from the customer side. Now you are talking about the organizations yang that want to implement the change. Now the banking institution in Malaysia has already implemented the changes that you can see, okay, that you have experienced it. So I hope that during experience you can see what happened in the industry. So what happened to the banking institution when they have actually implemented the online banking system? Anyone know about it?
They need to require new skill.
Okay, they need to require new skill. Lagi? Now we want to talk about why the organization is slow to change. Okay, when they require new skill, it should be good for the organization. Apa yang berlaku?
The amount of employee at the bank is reduced.
Yeah, so nampak tak dekat sini kan? Bila they make changes. Okay, now from not having online banking, now they have online banking. So they have technological changes. So what happened when they have these technological changes? So their employees or manager has been reduced, has been eliminated. So do you think that those employees and managers will support the changes?
No.
No, why? Because those changes give them disadvantages. Why the banking institution actually eliminate or reduce their staff, the number of staff? Why? Because it has been replaced by the technology. Okay, so when they make changes, what happened? Most of the bank, they have also reduced their branches. So when they have reduced their branches, of course the people who work with that branches also has to be reduced. They just need to maintain a few branches only, okay, just for a specific purposes, because the other purposes it can be done online. So can't you see or not here? Can you relate?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, next, third point. Mana tadi? Diana. Diana ada lagi. Okay, Diana, you want to proceed or you want to pass?
Can I pass?
Can?
Nurul Nazifa.
Okay.
Madam, I didn't do on this point.
Okay. Do you want to
Uh,
pass? You want to try?
I'll try a new point. Personal time constraint.
Tak, maksudnya you want to try to complete this one?
Oh, this one or no? Because I didn't do it. I mean, I
Tapi
didn't do
you
this point.
managed to give your opinion just now, your knowledge. You managed to share your knowledge.
Based on your point.
Kan kita dah discuss tadi kan? So do you have any idea on status quo here? Okay, because they are risk averse, because it will give them a lot of disadvantages. Apa dia? Cuba fikir, Nurul. They want to remain, receive benefits or advantage that they currently get. Okay, why? What is the reason? Because they want to have a stable environment. You yourself, do you want to be in unstable environment, especially in working environment, whereby you can be eliminated anytime? Of course, no, right? Okay. Okay, I think we are done with this question. So can we proceed with this? Sorry.
Untuk point tu kan, boleh tak saya tambah?
Untuk apa? Sorry, nah.
Untuk point yang sama lah.
Okay,
Saya
can.
tambah, some people are unwilling to exit their comfort zone and try new things.
Can also.
So, they rather continue their current practice instead of looking a way to make improvement.
Okay, unwilling to apa tadi?
Exit their comfort zone and try new things.
Exit their comfort zone. Boleh, lebih kurang je lah point, tapi you have your own answers. It's good. Unwilling to exit their comfort zone. Okay, why? What is the reason? Apa reason you tadi, Nazan?
Reason ni macam medium tu lah.
This one lah. Mana you want to go back to this point or either to this point lah. Okay, as well. Okay. It's good now. Okay, you have the idea. So like I said just now lah, do not limit yourself to the suggested solution that you have. Okay, you can have varieties of answers, but as long as it makes sense to the discussion. Okay, so the second case study. Okay, we try to finish within half an hour. Okay, so we take a look on the requirement first. Okay, so do you think Mr. Irfan can exploit its competitive advantage without effective organizational control? So this question is actually asking you about the importance, because can they exploit competitive advantages without organizational control? Of course, the answer would be no. Correct, no? Ada yang jawab yes tak kat sini?
No.
Okay. So when your answer is no, then the question is asking you why. So of course, okay, the question is actually asking you the importance of organizational control. So effective organizational control is actually coming from chapter berapa ni?
9.
Yes, chapter 9. Okay, then B. Discuss 3 problems that might arise when SDS implement the matrix organizational structure. So disadvantages of this matrix organizational structure. Then C. 3 strategies on how boundaries and constraints actually can be useful for the company to remain competitive. Okay, so means the company has their boundaries, has their limitation, has their constraint. But what is the strategies that the company can use? Okay, from their limitation to actually help the company to remain competitive. Okay, so we quickly summarize the question. So, tadi kita stop dekat Nazhan. Okay, Nazhan, you choose another person to summarize this case study. Highlight to me the important key points.
Syazah Najwa.
Shaza. Okay, Shaza.
Okay. SPS is a repair service provider for mobile device. And it has he been provide service for many brands such as Apple, iPhone, HTC, Samsung, BlackBerry, and they also provide services such as pickup services for client devices nationwide with zero delivery charge, provide a 90-day warranty on all repair services, give a full refund to the customer for unresolved repair issues, and also provide SPS online tracking system. Then they also have a good relationship with the customers.
Okay, why they have all these services? Because they want to establish good relationship with its customers. Of course, when you are happy with that company or the supplier, of course you will go to that supplier compared to the others. Okay, second, Farah.
So the PTS, they are the management of PTSD, which is largest handphone accessory retail chain in Malaysia. They want to invite SDS to be part of their expansion plan. Then their strategic alliance is to the purpose of the strategic alliance is to achieve the correlating goals, which can mutually benefit both entities. So one of the advantage for SPS is they can be a big player in the industry with many branches. So the owner of SPS think that they can change from the functional organizational structure to a matrix organizational structure. Because a matrix organizational structure can support the current need of the business.
Okay, I think done on Para 2. So we move to Para 3.
So the new organizational structure can achieve a higher efficiency, readiness, and quick market adoption. But the matrix organization structure have few limitations such as dual reporting relationship, power struggle, and complicated working relationship. So the owner of SPS found difficulty to sustain the competitive advantage.
So can you see not recognize the difficulty to sustain its competitive advantage without effective organizational control? So can give actually the answer no to the requirement A. Okay. Ada lagi, Shaza?
It is important for them to have the organizational control to influence their subunits and members, so that it can lead to attainment of organizational goals and driving performance.
Here, the importance. Okay.
So SPS should focus more on attaining the behavioral control to ensure the culture, reward, and boundaries are balanced.
Okay. So those are the key points that we managed to highlight from the case study. Okay. So first thing first. Okay. So do you think, when the question asks you, do you think? So of course your answer will be no. Then you talk about the importance of effective organizational control. So make sure you have 5 points. Class, give me 2 minutes. Sekejap. Okay, continue. Okay, so you need to talk about the importance of effective organizational control. So make sure you have all the 5 explanation. Okay, class. Tadi siapa Syaza?
Yes. I want to call Fatul.
Class, can you hear me, Anna?
Yes, Anda.
Okay. Tadi tiba-tiba I lost connection. Okay, tadi Syaza kan? Okay, Syaza, you want to pass the baton?
Yes. To Fatul.
Okay, Fakro.
Fakhrul kan?
Yes, Fakro?
Okay. Mr. Irfan will not be able to take advantage of its competitive advantages.
Yes, no, right? So they
Yes,
cannot
no.
take. Okay, so now you need to give your points in terms of the importance. So why is it important for effective organizational control?
Because if there's no any organization control, the company will struggle to capitalize on its competitive advantages.
Again, apa dia?
If
Kenapa?
the
Yes, Fakro, continue.
If Mr. Ivan cannot take the importance of competitive advantages, his company will struggle to capitalize on its competitive.
I tak dengar lah Fakro, kenapa dia macam ada macam vibrate macam. Why ah?
Saya ada masalah sekarang ni.
Tak dengar. Okay, pass to another person Fakro. I tak boleh lah, I tak dengar your points.
Tidak. Siti Hawa.
Okay, Siti Hawa, cepat. Do you have Siti Hawa nak inside? Don't have. Dia tak ada Siti Hawa lah.
Fatul.
Fatul tak dengar.
Fatul Hazika.
Okay, Fatul.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
For this question, I don't think that Mr. Irfan can exploit its competitive advantage without effective organization control. Because without control function, the management process is incomplete. Organization control include developing rules, guideline, procedure, and also other protocol for directing the work and processes of employees and department. For all this control, it includes setting rule or procedure.
Fatul, can you tell me first, are you going on the first point ke second point? Because I can see 2 points from your explanation just now. So here you said that without the organizational control, the management process is incomplete. Why? And then you also mentioned about organizational control involves all these development rules, procedures, other protocols. So why is it important to have all this? Can you see that you have already 2 points here, but you don't have further explanation. So kalau I mark nanti you all kan, nanti I just mark ni je lah. Half. Understand what I mean or not?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So now how are you going to explain further? Can you just finish on one point? Okay, then you move to another point.
Okay, for the first point, without effective organizational control, the management process is incompleted because in business organization, the need for control arises due to several factors such as it need to establish fully accurate standard of performance. Standard of performance.
Okay, thank you.
And the executive need all kind of timely information.
Still on the first point, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Timely information that need to available in the organization.
Okay.
Okay. For the second point,
Dan kalau macam ni kan complete kan your answer, isn't it? Okay, second point.
For the second point, organizational control include developing rule, guideline, and also other protocol for directing the work and processes of employees and department.
So why is it important?
So because this control include the setting rule and procedure for the financial transaction, employee behavior, and also specific practices for the employee in the department.
Okay, definitely rules. Okay, you bagi example lah. For example, apa tadi?
Financial transaction.
Okay, for the financial transaction, why is it very important for all this? Kenapa? Tak kisahlah you buat apa benda, rules, core procedures or protocols, but why is it important?
Because when they have an effective control system, it help to minimize dishonest behavior on the part of the employees.
Minimize the dishonest
behavior.
Make sure it's actually conform to the standard or guidelines. Okay. Next.
If they have absence of control of employee, their effort and performance may be below the normal performance, normal target. So they need to illustrate the significance of control, which essential to ensure smooth performance, managerial control, which are necessary to ensure smooth functioning of an organization.
To ensure smooth performance, lepas tu managerial control to ensure apa tadi semula?
Managerial control is necessary to ensure smooth functioning of an organization.
Okay, you have the points there. Okay, next.
Can I first, madam?
Can.
Wait. I pass to Shahira.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Can I talk about the advantages?
Can. The importance, the advantages. Boleh.
Okay. If the company focus on the control, then it the company, then the company can the employees can be more motivated to complete the task and to give more on the performance.
Which ultimately increase the productivity or performance of organization. Okay, last one.
Can I pass?
Can.
I want to put scenario Liana.
Okay. Liana?
Scenario Liana is not here again. I want to pass to Nur Nadira.
Okay, Nur Nadira. Mana Nur Nadira? Ada tak?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Without effective organizational control, STS will be unable to execute its strategy better and lead to a better performance. So it will be difficult to STS to exploit its competitive advantages and outcome rivals in the marketplace.
Okay, Nurul Nadira, I can see that you have your points there. Tapi instead of giving the negative answer, you change it to positive answer. So apa tadi? How you start your answer with tadi? Apa? If they don't have the okay. Apa tadi?
Without effective organizational control, STS will be unable to execute its strategy better and lead to a better performance.
So you tukar kepada positive sign, okay? To
With
enable with organizational control in place, so it will enable the company to apa tadi?
STI will be able to execute its strategy better and lead to a good performance.
Kan? Kan cantik you punya answer tu. Good performance. Okay? Faham tak maksud I? Instead of you give the negative part, you convert it to the positive.
Faham itu.
Okay? Okay, next. We go to part B. Okay, this is regarding 3 problems of the matrix organizational structure. Okay, so first one. Okay, here can lead to the timely decision making. This one like bagi point yang very simple, very easy for you to explain. Okay, some more. Apa lagi? Increase level of conflicts. Apa lagi? More complicated or duplication of human resource. Okay, so when we talk about the timely decision making, so matrix is actually a combination of functional and divisional. So what will be the problem? So apa tadi Nurul Nadira? Okay, can you want to proceed or you want to pass?
I will proceed, madam.
Okay.
For the point of slow down the
decision making, is it?
Slow down the decision making process.
Okay.
So if the STS implemented the matrix structure, there must be more than one manager for each project. So this will lead to a slow decision making process, as the decision that need to be made must be approved by all the managers involved.
Okay, more than one manager, so it need to be approval in terms of the approval. Okay, next, second point.
Besides that, the decision-making process might take longer because of the involvement of many participants.
Good. Of many people. So what will happen? When it involve many people.
Hence, this will lead to SDS to rush their decision-making if they are having time constraint.
Okay, kalau time constraint, kalau kat sini kan involve many people or many participants. So first thing first is very difficult to reach. Kat sini point dia lebih sesuai, difficult to reach consensus or find the right decision making. So contoh kalau ada 10 orang, 10 bagi idea tu. So it's difficult, isn't it, to reach the consensus and also to find the right decision making because they think that all the 10 idea are good. Okay, the third point. Nadira?
That's all for me.
So it can also be in terms of the location. What if the two managers are not located on the same location? So what will happen? So of course it will limit the communication. Okay, so contoh seorang dekat Malaysia, seorang dekat Thailand. Okay, but they are still for the MNC company, it's normal. Okay, because it's a project based. Okay, combining with the division. So of course it will limit the communication. The communication can be ineffective. Okay, so how about the second point? Increased level of conflict. Okay, so Nurul Nadira, you want to continue or you want to pass?
I pass to other person, madam.
Okay, can.
I pass to Nur Imanina.
Can. Imanina?
Yes, madam. For level of conflict, and kalau level of conflict, metric organization structure is an organizational form in which there are multiple lines of authority and some individual report to at least 2 managers.
So what will happen? Kat mana konflik akan arise?
In this case, they combine functional and divisional structure. So a potential of conflict will be created between relationship of superior and subordinate.
Okay, can, in terms of the relationship of the superior and subordinates. Okay, second point.
High conflict because of require multiple managers in charge.
So what will happen sebenarnya when you have multiple managers in charge?
There are intense power struggle because the metric does not clearly define their responsibilities.
Okay, can.
And therefore, the information flow provided one function may be differ from another.
Okay, so this information flow is under second point or third point? Still on the second point. So it will affect in terms of the information flow. Okay, the third point, last point.
If the superior has already started to encounter conflict, the subordinate will be affected, causing frustration.
Okay. Due to? Ambiguity, delay of information. Okay?
Okay.
Then, Imanina, proceed or pass?
Pass.
Okay.
Nurul Syazwani dah ke tadi?
Siapa tak kena lagi ya? Let's go through. Ada ni, Ain dah ke tadi ya? Ain nak rasa macam dah. Aina Atirah belum kan? Aina Atirah, are you there? Mic problem. Okay, Huda dah, Fatul dah, Liana dah, Fakrul, Fikri, Nazhan, Anissa. Done or not, Anissa? Okay.
Functional and project manager, in which they become SME and profitable.
Anissa, I tak dengar. Boleh kuat sikit tak?
A matrix organization structure may result in a complex relationship between functional.
Okay, kejap. Yeah, sekarang you are talking about the third point, right? More complicated or duplication of HR. Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, continue. Apa dia you punya point tadi?
A matrix organization structure may result in a complex relationship between functional and project managers, in which they become unfamiliar and uncomfortable routine.
Unfamiliar and uncomfortable, apa tadi?
Routine.
Apa dia? Tak dengar.
Routine.
Grouping, is it?
Routine. Routine.
Apa dia tu? Okay, I don't get it. Apa dia? How to spell it?
ROUTINE.
Routine. Okay. Betul, routine.
Betul.
Okay, I tak dengar. Okay, next, second.
Their work role may be interfaced with a lack of stability, which in the matrix structure will create confusion between managers who are involved with projects that are outlined by the matrix.
Okay. The third point.
Since the power dynamic between functional and the project manager may not be as clearly defined in the matrix, confusion and complexity about the specific managerial roles may arise.
It will affect the specific managerial role. Okay? Okay, that's all. Then the last one, let's see. Okay, 3 strategies on how boundaries and constraint can actually help the company to remain competitive. Okay, the first one is regarding focusing on individual efforts on strategic priorities. Okay, so what can you explain here? Anissa, you want to proceed or you want to pass? Okay, you want to pass to who? Okay, let me see ya. Raihan, belum kan Raihan?
Belum, madam.
Okay.
Madam, tapi saya tak buat yang point tu. I did another 3.
Okay, apa dia? And give it here, sorry. Apa dia Raihan?
Provide short-term objective and action plans.
Okay.
So in order for SKS to remain competitive, it is crucial for the company to have a vision, mission and strategic objective that are internally consistent and provide strategic direction for the company. So that they can plan and work to their goals and objectives. Next is short-term objective must provide proper direction and also provide enough flexibility for the firm to keep pace with and anticipate changes in the external environment, new government regulations, a competitor introducing a substitute product, or changes in consumer tastes.
Okay, good. Good.
Action plans are critical to the implementation of chosen strategies. unless action plans are specific, there may be little assurance that managers have thought through all of the resources requirement for implementing their strategies.
Okay, action plan is very critical because why? Because they need to ensure that the manager took charge of the resource
requirement
allocation. Okay, requirement and allocation. Then, why is it important?
So that all of the goals and objective of the organization will be aligned to their effort.
Can also, but then why is it important to ensure manager take charge of the resource allocation so that the individual manager accountable for the implementation. Sebab itulah kalau you nampak kan company dekat Korea, Japan, okay, if the company fails, so the CEO will be responsible, so they will resign straight away. And in the case of COVID baru-baru ni kan, in the Korea, so whereby the ministry of dia punya health minister resign because they are unable to combat against the COVID-19. Can't you see or not? So those managers that take charge of specific strategies, they are very responsible. They need to be accountable for the implementation. So they will be responsible for any failure. Okay? Next. Raihan.
Madam, can I pass?
Can. Siapa lagi yang tak try? Nurul Syazwani tadi dah ke? Nurul Nadirah dah. Nurul Syazwani akan remember. Nurul Aisyah Imanina dah. Nurdiana dah. Awatif dah. So we go back to Adani. Yes, Adani, are you still there?
Yes, madam.
Oh, ingat you pergi makan nasi dah tadi. Ada
Ada.
Okay, Adani, can we continue?
Focusing individual effort on strategic priorities.
Okay, can. We want to come back to this first point, okay?
Okay, so boundaries and constraints play a valuable role in focusing company strategic priorities. A firm can focus on their company strategic priorities by concentrating their effort and resource in their key business. So for this case, SPS need to focus and change required boundaries of the firm. For example, they can close or sell the business that does not give benefit to them, or any business that does not fit the firm current priorities. Other than that, the management also need to classify the boundaries of the firm priorities. So that's all that I prefer.
Berapa point tu Adani? Berapa? I nak tulis tak dapat your points today. Do you give me the 3 points with explanation straight away, or you just read your answers without specifying into these 3 points?
I don't
Can you just summarize to me? Okay, can you just summarize to me what is your first point, your main point there?
Sekejap.
Apa dia? I nak tengok. You manage tak to identify your points? This is very important because you nak pastikan your answers in final exam tu really enough for 3 points of argument. Cukup ke tak? Apa dia 3 points? Ada ni.
Boundaries and constraints play valuable role in focusing company strategic priorities. So, to focus the strategic priorities.
Kejap. Itu first point ke second? I just want to keep word je kat sini. The first keyword is a valuable role.
Yes.
Betul ke tak?
Betul.
Okay, second.
Second, classify the boundaries of the firm priorities.
Okay, third point. Yes, Alani?
Close or sell the business that does not give benefit to them.
Okay. So make sure ya, tak kisahlah berapa banyak point yang you tulis, please remember, as I mentioned, kalau you sendiri susah nak identify your points, so it means you are having problem in providing the answers. Okay? Okay, next. Last one. Can we go back to siapa tadi? Fikri. Last point, Fikri. Sweat. Ada ke tak Fikri?
Ada, madam.
Ada. Okay, good.
The last point. Minimize improper and unethical conduct.
Okay. How to explain?
By STS should set some strict rules and guidelines.
Okay. Why is it important to have these rules and guidelines?
To teach the employee to work ethically and full of discipline.
Okay. Second point.
With such discipline and ethical conduct, they can effectively manage their company to be in the right direction.
That one I think not the main point kan. Tadi okay, you set the rules for the employees. Okay, we can say that you set the rules. Okay. Second point, you set limits and needs. Okay. And range of discretion for employer and also employees and also apa dia tu? And managers. So why is it important?
So that they would not work more than does not spend their resource exceed the limit.
Okay, so means they need to set the limits to ensure that all the resources allocation are spent wisely or whatever lah. Okay, so the third point.
The third point is make a guideline for proper relationship with the customer and supplier.
Kenapa?
With proper relationship between customers, it can create
they can have a standard procedures lah, kan? They can have the standard procedure like in order to liaise with their customers. Kan, nak beli mesti keluarkan invoice ke, receipt ke, you must order within the 7 days. Those are very important, okay, so that they can have all these boundaries and constraints. Okay, so of course for example, the boundary that the constraint that they have is to fulfill the customer's order. So how to actually ensure that the customer will receive their goods order on time? So of course they will have the procedures. Okay, the goods ordered by the customer will be processed within the 7 days. Okay, with their supplier as well in terms of the payment process. If let's say they are having actually a constraint in terms of the financial part, so it's very important for them to have the guideline. Okay.
Okay, madam.
So I think that's all for today, and this is our last class lah. So I hope that you can prepare very well for your final exam. Try as much as possible to write a good answer. Okay? Is there any question before we end our class? Oh, Ustaz, I kena ambil ni punya ni, I kena snap picture sekejap lah sebab tak boleh nak record kan. Sorry, I lupa nak